Kidnapped. Stevie Hunter meets Aurora Monroe at Lincoln Center in New York for Britain's Royal Ballet, and Stevie's like, "Thank you for inviting me," and Aurora says, "I didn't invite you. This was Kitty's idea." Kitty had bought Stevie Hunter the tickets for Christmas, and they were going to come together, but Kitty's at home sick, so she asked Storm to go in her place. Suddenly and silently, Miss Locke, Arcade's assistant, enters their private box and touches them, infecting them both with a contact poison, and Storm freaks out, throws a whole hurricane at Miss Locke, but it's too late. Stevie Hunter collapses, and Storm is weakened. Miss Locke explains that Arcade has had some dealings with Dr. Doom that apparently went south, and Dr. Doom kidnapped him. And Miss Locke wants the X-Men to save him. She's holding a bunch of people hostage to ensure Storm's cooperation. Jean's parents, Moira McTaggart, Angel's girlfriend Candy Southern, and Kurt's girlfriend/stepsister, Amanda Sefton. Yeah, we haven't forgotten about that. And Piotr's sister, Ileana. Storm collapses, and when she's up again, Stevie Hunter has been taken. She flies off to the mansion in Westchester, and she wakes everyone up. They call Beast because Avengers have experience dealing with Victor Von Doom, and he forwards them all their files on Doom. Charles' plan is to go along with whatever Miss Locke says, but Logan's like, fuck no, let's kill Miss Locke, trash Murder World, and let Arcade rot wherever Dr. Doom has him. And Storm agrees that Charles' plan sucks. So Xavier's like, okay, what's your plan? Storm wants Xavier to assemble a super team, so he pops into the heads of Alex and Lorna, and he's like, you're needed. And Lorna's like, no, we are not X-Men. But he guilt trips them and leaves them little choice. He's like, Angel's private jet is on his way to pick you up right now. And Alex is like, fine, we'll do it. Lorna says, thanks for deciding for me. And Alex is like, at least we have time to get in a quick fuck before the jet arrives. Next is Bobby Drake, who's away at college pulling all-nighters and drinking beer. He got pictures of girls on his walls, pretending not to be gay. Charles summons him too. Then he astral projects himself to Banshee, who is already on a plane on the way home, because Moira's one of the people who've been kidnapped, and he lives with her, so he obviously knows what's going on, and plan to come to the X-Men for help. Storm breaks up the group into two teams, one led by her and the other led by Havoc. So they take off. Storm's team heads to Dr. Doom's castle to negotiate the release of Arcade. Storm enters in like a bad bitch. Doom agrees to negotiate over dinner. Angel's carrying the rest of the team over one by one to the castle. They find their way to the dungeons and crash their way into the cell Arcade is supposed to be in, according to Miss Locke, but of course it's a trap. Storm is eating a lovely dinner, and she's legit having a nice time distracting Doom. They're like into each other. But he actually knows everything that's going on. He's watching the X-Men fight in the dungeons on some monitors on his end of the table. And while she's at dinner, Arcade walks out of nowhere. He's not a prisoner. This was all a trap. Storm attacks. Doom attacks too with this little silver globe that hits her in the arm and paralyzes it. Turns it into chrome. And she falls on the ground as it spreads across the rest of her body. That's when the rest of the team bursts through. They've defeated those robot dungeon guard dudes, but Dr. Doom neutralizes them immediately. The only one that attack doesn't affect right away is Colossus in his metal form, but Doom takes him out eventually too.